floods, heat waves, melting glaciers. It's not a movie trailer, it's the reality Pakistan is already living. As of 2025, scientists, activists, and even ordinary citizens are asking, is Pakistan sitting on a climate time bomb? And more importantly, are we doing anything about it? Let's start with the facts. According to the Global Climate Risk Index, Pakistan has consistently ranked among the top 10 most vulnerable countries to climate change over the past decade. In 2022, devastating floods affected 33 million people with damages exceeding $30 billion. In 2024, glacial lake outburst floods increased by 26%, especially in Gilgit-Baltistan and Chitral. And no, in April 2025, experts warned that 35% of Pakistan's glaciers are at high risk of melting within the next 2 decades. This is not a distant future problem, it's already happening and accelerating fast. Climate change isn't just about temperature, it's about your food, water, health, and electricity. Water availability per capita has dropped below 1000 cubic meters, placing Pakistan in the water scarce category. Crop failures due to unpredictable weather have led to food inflation, with wheat and rice production dropping by 12% in 2024. Major cities like Lahore, Karachi, and Peshawar are now experiencing dangerous air quality index levels above 200 regularly, causing respiratory issues. Heat waves in Sindh and South Punjab are now claiming lives, with temperatures crossing 50 degrees Celsius in some districts in summer 2024. Whether you live in a village or a city, the crisis is at your doorstep. It's not like nothing is being done. The government launched the Living Indus Initiative, a plan to revive 25 ecological sites along the Indus Basin. The 10 billion tree tsunami project planted over 2.2 billion trees by the early 2025, according to the Ministry of Climate Change. At COP28 in Dubai, Pakistan advocated for a loss and damage fund, receiving initial pledges of $250 million in climate aid. Local innovations like climate resilient seeds, solar irrigation, and eco villages are slowly being adopted in rural areas. But here's the truth, these steps are not enough to match the scale and speed of the crisis. So, what's holding us back? Deforestation continues in places like Swat and Murree, driven by unchecked tourism and timber mafias. Only 3% of Pakistan's waste is recycled. The rest is dumped or burned, releasing toxic gases. Urban expansion is killing green belts and wetlands. Lahore alone has lost 30% of its tree cover in the last 10 years. Climate education is missing from school curriculums, and most citizens still see climate change as a foreign issue. And let's not ignore corruption, where climate funds often get lost in red tape or misused. The question is not just, is Pakistan sitting on a climate time bomb? The real question is, will we act before it explodes? Pakistan still has time to turn things around, invest in climate resilient infrastructure, reform water and waste management, empower local communities and youth with green skills, and most importantly, treat climate change not as an environmental issue but as a national security threat. The clock is ticking, and this time it's not about politics, it's about survival. This is Future Pakistan. Subscribe now for more deep dives into the future of Pakistan. Let's talk solutions, not just problems.